What if I told you the United States military once tried to make it rain during a war? Not as a theory, but as an actual military operation. It was called Project Popeye. During the Vietnam War, American aircraft seeded clouds over parts of North Vietnam and Laos. The goal was to increase rainfall, extend wet conditions into the dry season, and turn important supply routes into mud. The target was the network commonly known as the Ho Chi Minh Trail, roads used to move troops, weapons, and supplies south. And according to a top-secret State Department memo from January of 1967, an earlier test involved more than 50 cloud seeding experiments. The memo claimed that 82% of the seeded clouds produced rain shortly afterwards. In one case, a cloud reportedly crossed the border and dumped 9 inches of rain on an American Special Forces camp in 4 hours. They could influence the weather, but they could not precisely control where the weather effects would stop. The memo warned about crop damage, ecological disruption, localized flooding, and consequences beyond the target area. It also raised a serious question. Should one country alter the weather over another nation? The operation was intended to remain secret, and officials knew exposure could create legal, political, and moral outrage. By 1974, the United States Senate was holding hearings on military weather modification and the need for an international agreement. A few years later, a United Nations convention prohibited military or hostile environmental modification when its effects are widespread, long-lasting, or severe. Project Popeye does not prove governments secretly control every storm, drought, or hurricane. It proves something more important. Weather warfare was not merely imagined. It was attempted more than half a century ago. So here's the question. When powerful technologies are developed in secret, how long should the public have to wait before learning what was done in its name? I'm Brian, and this is Project Curiosity. Stay curious. Question everything.